Yeah, nobody advises me. Oh.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Scotch Plains. We have a crowded house here today. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our February 10th, 2026 Scotch Plains Town Council business meeting. I wish to make the following announcement to show compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act, known as Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of New Jersey, 1975. Notice of this meeting was given by publishing a notice of the location, time, and date, sending copies to the Star Ledger and the Leader, posting said notice on the township website and bulletin board in the municipal building, and filing same with our township clerk. Today we'll be led in the Pledge of Allegiance by Brendan Lavery. If you please rise. After you.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Brandon. Ms. Lucina, may we have the roll call, please?
Mr. Adams?
Here.
Ms. Stamler?
Here.
Mr. White?
Here.
Ms. Zimmerman?
Here.
Mayor Lasardi?
Here. Thank you, Ms. Lucina. We have two presentations this evening. It's February 10th, and in February we celebrate Black History Month. And tonight we'll be swearing in our new Chief of Police, David Lavery. We're going to start with the proclamation memorializing the celebrating of Black History Month. And from Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, the advisor of the Black Student Union, April Chastang, came to our meeting despite her car not starting for several hours. She figured out a way to get here for 7. And Ms. Chastang is joined by her assistant, Kelly Dunson. Ms. Dunson is an administrator and the language arts supervisor at the high school. Thank you for joining. And a library trustee as well. Thank you for joining us today, Kelly. And we have 3 students: Savannah Hudson, Chase Worthy, and Laura Joseph. After the deputy mayor reads the proclamation, if all of you would please come up to accept it and say a few words, we'd be most grateful.
And it's only fitting, Mayor, that we have so many of our police department and local law enforcement in the room to celebrate Chief Lavery, because all of the police cars in town this month have a special Black History insignia on the back, which just goes to show the diversity of our community and how we love to celebrate it. So the proclamation reads as follows: Whereas Black History Month is a time to honor the rich heritage, resilience, and immeasurable contributions of African Americans throughout history, and whereas the observance of Black History began in 1926 as, quote, Negro History Week, founded by esteemed historian Carter G. Woodson, and later expanded to a month-long recognition in 1976, serving as a powerful reminder of the achievements, struggles, and triumphs of African Americans. And whereas, from the fight for civil rights to groundbreaking advancements in science, medicine, education, business, the arts, sports, and government, African Americans have played a pivotal role in shaping our nation's identity and progress. And whereas Black history not only celebrates past achievements, but calls upon us to reflect on the ongoing pursuit of justice, equality, and opportunity for all, reaffirming our commitment to a more inclusive and unified society. Whereas the Township of Scotch Plains recognizes the importance of education, dialogue, and community engagement in honoring Black history, and encourages all residents to take part in activities that highlight the strength, culture, and legacy of African Americans. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Township Council of the Township of Scotch Plains hereby declares February 2026 as Black History Month in our township, and encourages all residents to celebrate, learn, and reflect upon the profound impact of African Americans in shaping our nation and our community.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Thank you, Deputy Mayor, and thank you for joining us tonight and accepting the proclamation.
Everybody come.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say a few words, but if you're taking a picture, I'm told I always have to smile. Please. Oh, please. No, please. They're now.
We have a short
I didn't realize.
presentation that
Sure.
our President Savannah Hudson will
Didn't realize.
display.
Okay, so today, is this on?
Yeah.
It is?
It-
Okay.
it's,
the same, it's over there.
It's for the television and Facebook. It doesn't amplify in here.
Oh,
That's what.
okay.
It's for the thousands and thousands of people that watch our town council meetings
So
online.
today I'm going to be talking about what Black History Month means to us, the the BSU at the high school. Okay, so Black History means to us more than just 1 month out of the year. It's a time to recognize the strength, resilience, and impact of Black people. It's a reminder that Black history is also American history. Black History Month also is a great time for reflection. We are able to connect to the past and present. We are also able to see the challenges Black people faced in order for the history to not disappear. It helps us to better understand the world we live in today also. For members of the Scotch Plains Fanwood High School Black Student Union, this month is deeply personal for all of us. It is a time for us to celebrate our cultures. It gives us space to feel seen and heard at a predominantly white school. It reminds us that we come from strong people who fought for our education and the right to be treated as equals. However, Black History Month is not just a month for the Black students, it is for everyone. It is a great opportunity for learning for the entire community. The better we understand each other's backgrounds, the stronger the connections. We believe that acknowledging Black history should be limited not to 1 month. Rather, we should acknowledge it year-round. Black history is still ongoing, and we're living it every day.
All right.
Picture.
I thought you were going to say something. Maybe,
Why don't you come in the middle?
right in the middle.
Thank you, that was very nice.
Well done.
Great job,
Very
well done.
well done. Everybody take
Thank
one
you.
step to the right a little bit. There you go. There we go. Right, John?
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, then thank you very much.
Fantastic job.
Thank you all. I couldn't agree more. I find that our differences, we can overcome our differences by learning more about one another, and I think we'll find we have more in common than we think. And the more we speak to one another from different backgrounds and different colors and so forth, I really truly believe the world would be a more peaceful place, and we should celebrate it every day of the year. Thank you for joining us and accepting the proclamation. Now moving on to, I think, a reason why 4 chiefs are in the room and there are many police officers here. It gives my colleagues and I great pleasure to be swearing in our newest chief, David Lavery. Chief Lavery, I called, I went into my phone yesterday, Margaret says, call the chief. I said, Siri, chief, call the chief, and it started dialing Chief Briel. I have to change it in my phone. Chief Lavery has spent his career in law enforcement. He's been serving as a police officer in Scotch Plains for more than 21 years. He joined as a patrolman in 2005, was promoted to sergeant in 2016, then promoted again to lieutenant in 2021, and served as captain since 2024. In addition, this fine man to my left has served beyond Scotch Plains. He's also a Marine Corps vet and has for which he served for 6 years from May 2002 through 2008. And it gives us all great pleasure to be swearing in Chief Lavery tonight. And I'll be right over there.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You know the drill. Right hand up.
Yeah, a couple times.
Right? I, please state your name.
I, David Lavery,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
Chief of the Township of Scotch Plains Police Department.
Chief of the Township of Scotch Plains Police Department according to the best of my abilities, so help me God.
Congratulations.
All right, so there was a couple people here that were a little worried that if I started talking, I wouldn't stop. I'm pretty sure my last name in Gaelic means spokesperson or talker or something like that. You can look that up. So I wrote it down just to keep us to a timeline here because the council has a lot of important business to do. All right, so here it goes. Mayor Lusardo, Deputy Mayor Adams, council members, Margaret Heisey, my fellow officers, and the people of Scotch Plains. Standing here today, honor does not even begin to cover it. Being sworn as your chief of police is the absolute highlight of my career. But looking around this room, seeing everyone spilling into the hallway, I'm reminded that nobody gets a podium like this on their own. The badge is not just mine. It belongs to every person who helped me carry the weight to get it here. It's the result of hard work to our officers put in every single shift. Let's be honest. When you're having the worst day and you call for help, it's probably not going to be me coming up to your house and answering that call. It's going to be the men and women of this police department that take pride in their job every day to keep Scotch Plains safe. They are the heart of this department. I'm just lucky enough to lead them. I'd like to thank Margaret Heisey, Mayor Lusardo, Deputy Mayor Adams, and the entire council. Thank you for trusting me with the future of this department. I will not let you down. To my family, you're my bedrock. We all know the reality of being in a law enforcement family. It's missed dinners, it's late night calls, and let's be real about the quiet anxiety that's a burden that you guys carry more than I do. Every time the phone rings late at night or the doorbell goes off after hours, I know there's a split second of fear. Thank you for dealing with that so I can do my job. Kara, my daughter, I hope today shows you that if you work hard and keep your integrity, you can reach any goal, whether it's on the basketball court or anywhere else. Brendan, watching you out on the football field and seeing the man that you're becoming is my why. You're the reason I want to keep this community safe and strong. To my wife, Christina, thank you for being the glue. You are the love of my life. You keep our home together while I'm out serving the township. There is no way I could do any of this without you. To my parents, thank you for the example that you set and the work ethic you drilled into me. It might have brushed up on some child labor laws back in the day. Those chores and those long hours of working at home are exactly what prepared me for the real world. Today I have my dad, his wife Nancy, and my cousin Jessica drove all the way from Maine, and I appreciate the support. To the men and women of the Scotch Plains Police Department, my main job is now to make sure that you have the support and resources you need to do your jobs right. We're going to lead with empathy, and we're going to act with courage. We are part of the fabric of this town. We're not separate from it. To my mentors and friends who pushed me when I was tired and steered me when I wasn't sure of my path, I would like to thank all of you for believing in me when I always did not see it in myself. Scotch Plains is a special place. It is a town of neighbors who look out for each other. As your chief, I promise you this department will reflect those values. We're going to be a department that listens, a department that cares, and a department that makes you proud every single day. Thank you, and God bless everyone. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me.
Work down warm now, right? Help your mom out.
What's that? You want to get a picture?
Want to go in the middle? Should we go here or in the middle? Here's okay. Family's okay. We'll do a quick one and then Can everybody in my family come up with me? Thank you so much.
Come on, buddy. Come I didn't realize it was her turn. I just saw I saw her name. I can give Friday, you were I did tell my friends there's a great Absolutely.
Hey, good to see you.
No, I stay away from it. Oh, okay, good. I'm going to Nashville. All right, good. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. We will just give everyone a few minutes to get out of our chambers, and then we will resume our meeting. While no one's listening, does anyone else have anything nice to say? while no one's listening, do you have anything nice to say? Lavery. I have to start saying it. Lavery. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying I don't have time to talk to people about things.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Maybe we should gently remind Christina that we're having a meeting. Yeah.
Girls yesterday, those girls were swinging it.
And we will move on to public comment. If there's anyone here, well, we'll give it a minute. I'm going to help this young woman with her total.
Use the gavel.
He won't use it. And the girls yesterday, they were banging it. They weren't scared at all.
All right. We're going to have to talk to the new chief about getting his family in line. Thank you, Mark. All right, thank you. Good night. The next portion of our meeting is public comment. Is there, give it a second. Well, yeah. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. I'll just remind you, we have a meeting to get to, so please enjoy your dinner and get out. I mean that with all respect.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Yes, peace and love. Peace and love.
All the love in our heart.
That was very nice. If you're just tuning in, we swore in our new chief of police, and he had many police officers and family from as far as Maine that came and our former deputy chief, hello, came to celebrate, and thank you for being patient as they exited the room. Our next part of the meeting is public comment. We'll open the room to public we'll open the meeting to public comment now. If there's anyone here that wishes to share any comments with the council, if you'd please come to the microphone and start with your name and address for the record. We only do public comment once in our meeting, so this would be the time. And if we're not, is there anyone? Yes? And our clerk keeps time. Everyone has up to 3 minutes to share any comments that they wish. And after we've concluded public comment here, we'll see if anyone wishes to call in. Thank you. Although we know it, if you'd start with your name and address.
Thank you. My name is Robert Lacadara, 1236 Christine Circle, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Mayor, Your Honor, how are you? I think that I'm getting a little anxious about, the weather getting nicer and then pickleball opening. As you know, in Kramer Fields, those courts are quite close to our houses, my home. I just wanted to request that maybe if you would post some hours of operation instead of like 6:45 at Sunday morning, they're out there playing and then they play until 10 p.m. when the lights go off at the park. And I was just wondering if there was some way to, until we get a better evaluation of that noise, if there could not only be hours of operation posted, but maybe some way to monitor that they're respecting those rules or those hours, so it's not 7 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Sunday, maybe even closed a couple days. But I just ask that you maybe consider that while we evaluate what happens after, we evaluate it.
Okay.
That's it.
Just I just don't want to interrupt. Thank you for sharing your comments with us. My understanding is our Recreation Commission is considering making modifications based on you reaching out some time ago. I don't know the very latest, but I'll ask our manager to correspond with our Recreation Director and the Rec Commission, see where it stands. And if any decisions have been made, I'll make sure either myself or someone else emails you with that information.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And it's funny, it's 35 degrees and it feels like spring. It hasn't got warm yet, but it's coming. It's coming. We know spring is coming. I wrote in last week's article, baseball, Yankees play in just a couple weeks. Is there anyone else here that wishes to participate in public comment? If not, we will close public comment here and open the phone line. And there's always a delay, so we'll just give it a minute. 908-322-2076. Thank you. It's been several months in a row without a phone call.
I don't think there's been one since
Oh, is that right? Really? Huh, so a year?
Yeah, it's been a while.
case on the 12 next meeting.
Just to
All
make sure
right,
the lines
but,
are-
and since the phone isn't, I'll just double check that. No, it's ringing. Since the phone isn't ringing, we will close public comment and move on to public hearings and final adoption. But we actually don't have an ordinance, I just reminded myself. Hi, thank you. Scotch Plains is lucky to have Darby Road in town. The pub down the block just most recently served dinner for all of our emergency responders in the Department of Public Works a couple of Sundays ago after that storm. And they run events in the town that are very successful and really well attended. St. Patrick's Day is one of those events, and tonight we're doing we're considering approving resolutions that would permit Darby Road to use part of the town's parking lot and hold that event. So at this time, I'd like to invite you up. If you'd please though, use the microphone so they can hear you on our recording. And if you'd please introduce yourself and share a little background as to what you're planning for this year.
Hi, my name is Donna Miller. I'm the general manager at Darby Road Public House. We're planning our 12th or 13th, there's an argument there, annual St. Patrick's Day Festival. This year we will making it a little smaller. We're not actually going to use the township parking lot, just borrowing the Hedge property for 2 days for pony rides and bounce houses free activities for kids. The tent will go out the back of our restaurant, and it's 50 feet wide by 75 feet long. It'll be from March 13th to the 17th. On the 16th, we will not have the tent operational. It'll just be on the 17th, which is the Tuesday, which is St. Patrick's Day. And we are going to try to keep it in the building as much as possible on that day, but if we do have a huge turnout, then we will use the tent as well.
Okay. Anything else? For sure?
That's it, yeah.
Do any of my colleagues have any questions related to the event? I know that our township manager, Margaret Heisey, shared with us that this has been reviewed, fire department and various departments, and she gave the green light to present tonight that we checked all of our boxes. So I know you have the support of everyone that you need to, except for us. So we'll do that now. Is there anyone, but before that, I just want to make sure, is there anyone here in Chambers that has any questions related to this presentation and the St. Patrick's Day event at Darby Road? Okay, so seeing none, I'll ask our deputy mayor.
I move to introduce and approve Resolution 2026-57, granting a special use permit to Brave Spirits LLC, doing business as Darby Road for the planned St. Patrick's Day Festival, and Resolution 2026-58, granting a special use permit and joint application for revocable license to the Police Athletic League and Darby Road for the St. Patrick's Day fundraiser, and whoever's joining them, have a Guinness on me.
Absolutely.
You sure you want to make that part of your motion?
I'll second a lot of people.
Oh, it's been seconded.
A lot of Guinness.
Ms. Lucina, this is going to be an expensive weekend for the deputy mayor.
Mr. Adams?
Yes.
Ms. Stanler?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Ms. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mayor Lusardo?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Lucina. It's approved, and thank you. Is
Thank
Joe
you.
still in Africa?
He is.
Oh, wow.
He'll be back on Friday.
Excellent. Well, thank you for hosting the event again this year. We look forward to attending and having a Guinness on the deputy mayor.
Absolutely. I'll make a sign.
That one's gonna bite me bad.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Take an Uber.
Yep. Next is the approval of council minutes. Deputy Mayor.
I move to approve the council business meeting minutes of January 7th, 2026 and January 27th, 2026.
May I have a second?
Second?
All in favor? Aye. Excellent. The next part of our agenda is our manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. First of all, of course, congratulations to Chief Lavery. We're really looking forward, on behalf of the employees, we're really looking forward to working with the new chief to keep the Scotch Plains Police Department on an upward trend, I guess is the right word. Chief Brill left the department in really great hands, and I'm sure Chief Lavery is going to just continue everything that was started. And so I'm looking really forward to working with him, especially on his commitment to community policing, which is something that I'm particularly interested in. Wanted to let the community know that, you know, we have this this really strong snowstorm. We know there's still ice out there. It was very difficult for crews to move, including the crews at the Board of Education. And later this week, I'm going to be meeting along with representatives from the Police Department and Department of Public Works with the leadership at the Board of Education to come up with a unified plan so that when we have snow emergencies like this in the future, we can all work together to make sure we're addressing those vulnerable areas around, of course, around the schools, which is something we hit first, but figuring out a way to maybe share resources and ideas so that the next snowstorm goes even more smoothly.
That's great.
So we had our budget workshop on February 5th. It was attended by all of you, and as you all know, we're up against some high expenses this year. We're continuing to work with our CFO to finalize our plan. It will be introduced at the meeting on March 10th and hopefully adopted at the meeting on April 15th. So I look forward to working with all of you as we move that budget forward for the year, and we can really get to work on some of our initiatives. The print messenger will be mailed out at the end of the month. The staff's been working really hard with our social media group to get that done. We're waiting for some really important information regarding Rev 250 to finalize that. So no pressure, Mr. Stroh, but we're gonna
He's
hopefully-
on it.
He's
He's been on it
I
for
know
2
he's on
years.
it. He's absolutely on it. And then finally, I'd like to let everybody know that the two things. One is the affordable housing applications are out. Information can be found on our website. This is for the property on Front Street and the property on East 2nd Street. Front Street, the address is 1815, and East 2nd is 1776. So please look at the website if you're interested to find out if you're eligible to apply. All the information's there, and there are contacts there as well. And Tom, which one is the veterans preference? I'm sorry. East 2nd Street also has veterans preference, so shout out to all of our veterans in the area to make sure you get yourself on the list for those. And then, as always, a plug for our master plan. How much longer will this be open, Tom?
A while longer.
Okay, so please get online, fill that out, and let yourself be heard.
Make sure Leslie's ears in that picture.
Yeah, Leslie. And I think that's it, Mayor, unless you want to talk, are you going to talk about the signs for the bikes? So signs were installed by the DPW. And
My colleague to my left tells me I talk too much during these meetings, so please.
Okay, now I'm talking
Yeah,
too
so
much.
please,
Anyway, we have signs, they're the 4-foot signs to make sure that we maintain safety. Back, I forget what month it was, we had the bike group come here and advocate for that. And our police department took control of the situation right away. Those signs are on Westfield and Broad, I believe, and I've had them order signs for Mountain Avenue as well. So we're going to continue to make our streets as safe as possible for pedestrians and cyclists alike.
It's great. It's a gentle reminder to drivers to be aware, and especially at night when it gets dark and the roads right now.
Absolutely.
So that's great.
So thank you very much.
Thank you. Any questions for our manager?
None at this time.
No. None.
Councilman.
All right. Thank you very
Thank
much,
you,
Ms.
Mayor.
Heisey. Moving on to reports of special committees. Councilwoman Stamler.
I have none.
Excellent. Councilman White.
I also have none.
Oh, Councilwoman Zimmerman.
Well, hate to break the trend, but I do have a report in front of me. There is some similar information that I shared a couple of weeks ago, so, but just for those that may not have seen that. Our senior programming has some exciting new offerings. There is a memory lane cabaret that I have shared with the senior advisory committee that is right up your wheelhouse, Mayor. And they're looking forward to you
Unfortunately, I'm busy that night, I think. No.
But it is in partnership with Theatrical Arts, and
Sounds
it is
good.
a Broadway sing-along cabaret, so it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I
When
do.
is that?
See? Told you.
I'm in.
It's an ongoing class, so it's information on the website or contact the senior advisory.
We look forward to it.
Contact the recreation
All
department.
attendees must videotape the mayor singing cabaret.
On Tuesday, February 24th, as part of our senior cafe at Shady Rest, we'll be having a second in a series of IT classes, and this is the State of AI. This is a great program, and really the Senior Advisory Committee, we had a meeting yesterday, and the committee really talked a lot about being able to combine the two. Providing these classes on Tuesdays really gives our community an opportunity to participate in our senior lunch program, as well as have some classes and some information sessions for them. So they do overlap a little bit. So if you are interested and you think you might come, you don't have to register for the program, but if you did want to also enjoy the lunch, which I hear is delicious, then maybe do let them know you're coming in the recreation department so that we do have enough food available. It is a county-sponsored lunch program, so it's a great program. And finally, the Senior Day at the high school, which is also a very well-received program, is on March 13th from 9 to 1. You can get more information about it if you're interested from contacting our recreation department, but it is sponsored by the high school, and it's a morning programs and multi-generational, having the seniors with our high school students. So well-received program. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. I think we'll be attending. Thanks for sharing that information. Deputy Mayor?
From the Environmental Commission, next month's meeting will feature a presentation on rain gardens by Hazel England. She is the Director of Outreach, Education, and Stewardship at the Great Swamp Foundation. The meetings are held virtually by Microsoft Teams, and you can get the login information from the township's website. Rain gardens are a proven way of containing and limiting some of the impacts of storm rainwater runoff. And the Environmental Commission is principally tasked with making recommendations to our township's land use boards on the impacts of certain proposed developments. And it's a way of educating the commission's members and the community at large. Those are public meetings, and everyone and anyone is welcome to join virtually. A lot's been said about the police department this evening, but I'm excited for Chief Lavery's promotion, and as the liaison to the police department, the residents of Scotch Plains are really fortunate to have someone with his experience, temperament, and dedication guiding that department moving forward. And I'm confident he'll continue to support the officers that serve under him while strengthening the great partnership that exists between the Scotch Plains Police Department and our community at large. And then finally, from the Recreation Department this evening, as always, they're chock full of programming. Youth softball is now open for registration until March 6th. They need volunteer coaches. The season will run from April to June, and this is for participants in K through 8th grade. Day camp and small fry camp registrations are about to open as well. Day camp registration is now open for Scotch Plains residents, and registration opens for non-residents this Thursday, February 12th. That day camp is for students in K through 6th grade, and that's judged on the 2025-2026 school year. Small fire camp is for participants aged 3 to 5 years old, and registration for all 3 sessions will begin next week, opening February 17th for Scotch Plains residents and February 19th for non-residents. For more information about each of those programs and all the other exciting things that are happening at the Recreation Department, you can visit the township website or call the Recreation Department at 908-322-6700, extension 3223. Messed that one up. And then finally, just a couple of updates on some of the goings-on with our facilities projects. At the Shady Rest Country Club, installation of the new golf course netting, both in the property that is adjacent to the DPW headquarters, as well as the property that is adjacent to the parking lot for the golf course, is now 95% complete. That netting, if any of you have attended our fireworks or any of the programs at the historic Shady Rest over the years, that netting was ugly and looked horrendous, and now there's beautiful new netting up there protecting our little piece of history and that local gem. The restroom renovations at both Southside Ball Field and Greenside Playground are now also complete. Facilities will be fully stocked and available for use beginning next week. Both restrooms now will, because they're renovated and heated, will remain open year-round, so they will not close with the seasons. And as introduced at our budget hearing on February 5th, the intention of the Recreation Department is to continue renovating those restrooms over the next 5 years at all of our parks facilities. Thanks, Mayor. That's all I've got.
Thank you, DM. I have just one update. I hope you'll attend our planning board meeting week from Monday. On February 23rd, there'll be public hearings on various affordable housing ordinances that will be before the council for adoption in March. That closes reports of special committees, and we move on to new business consent agenda. Deputy Mayor.
I make a motion to adopt the consent agenda, including the bill list in the amount of $13,016,541.53, and resolutions 2026-59 through and including 2026-62. That bill list is comprised principally of payment to the Board of Education for the ongoing obligations of $6,322,232, and our quarterly payment to the County of Union in the amount of $5,512,179.26.
Second.
Ms. Lucina.
Mr. Adams?
Yes.
Ms. Stamler?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Ms. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mayor Lissardo?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Lucina. Moving on to other new business, ordinance 2026-6. Ms. Lucina.
An ordinance amending Chapter 12 entitled Sewer and Water of the Revised General Ordinances of the Township of Scotch Plains regarding subsection 12.7 entitled Annual Service Charge for Residential and Non-Residential Properties, Definitions and Classifications.
Deputy Mayor?
I move that the ordinance be passed on first reading, published according to law for further consideration, and that public hearing be set down for March the 10th, 2026, at 7 p.m. at 430 Park Avenue, Scotch Plains.
Second.
Ms. Lucina.
Mr. Adams?
Yes.
Ms. Stamler?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Ms. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mayor Lissardo?
Yes, thank you. The next is ordinance 2026-7. Ms. Lucina.
An ordinance to repeal Article 23-8 entitled Affordable Housing Development Fees in Chapter 13 entitled, it should be 23, entitled Zoning, and to repeal and replace Article 19-7 entitled Affordable Housing in Chapter 19 entitled Land Use Procedures of the Revised Ordinances of the Township of Scotch Plains to address the requirements of the Fair Housing Act as amended and the Uniform Housing Affordability Controls as amended regarding compliance with the township's affordable housing obligations.
I move that this ordinance be passed on first reading, published according to law for further consideration, and that public hearing be set down for March 10th, 2026, at 7 p.m., 430 Park Avenue, Scotch Plains.
Second.
Ms. Lucina.
Mr. Adams?
Yes.
Ms. Stamler?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Ms. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mayor Lissardo?
Yes, thank you. The next is ordinance 2026-8. Ms. Lucina.
An ordinance amending the revised general ordinances of the Township of Scotch Plains, Chapter 7 entitled Traffic, subsection 7-10.1, left turn prohibition, and subsection 7A-13, Schedule 13, no left turn, by repealing the intersection prohibitions at Terrell Road and Kevin Road.
I move that this ordinance be passed on first reading, published according to law for further consideration, and that public hearing be set down for March 10th, 2026 at 7 p.m. at 430 Park Avenue, Scotch Plains.
Second.
Ms. Lucina.
Mr. Adams?
Yes.
Ms. Stamler?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Ms. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mayor Lissardo?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Lucina. But the next is 2026-9. Ms. Lucina.
An ordinance amending the revised general ordinances of the Township of Scotch Plains, Chapter 7 entitled Traffic by creating a new subsection, 7-10.7, entitled Crossing Guard Post Traffic Control, and by creating a new subsection 7A-27, Schedule 27, Crossing Guard Post Traffic Control.
I move that this ordinance be passed on first reading, published according to law for further consideration, and that hearing be set down for March 10th, 2026 at 7 p.m. at 430 Park Avenue, Scotch Plains.
Second.
Ms. Lucina.
Mr. Adams?
Yes.
Ms. Stamler?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Ms. Zimmerman?
Yes.
Mayor Lissardo?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Lucina. The two ordinances that we just introduced and that we'll have a public hearing on in March are related to some traffic controls on Terrell Road. The police department made some changes the end of last year that were implemented just over the last few weeks, preventing left turns traveling from the south side of town to the north side of town during school hours of traffic. And these changes have really improved traffic flow on Terrell Road substantially. I think the police department expected traffic to be improved by a few minutes, but these changes have proven to make almost a 20-minute difference. I know our town manager had a meeting with the superintendent of the Votech school, and during that meeting, the superintendent shared those changes you've made have made a big difference all the way there. And this is just Kevin Road near Coles. We'll be having the public hearing in March, and we'll discuss more. Then next on the agenda is council comment, correct? In that case, I will turn to my left. Councilman
Yes, I
Stanley.
do have a comment. I would like to give a shout out to Mrs. Butler's second grade at Coles. I received their thank you notes and I was very touched. They were very cute, especially the one who drew the portrait of me. And yesterday, the mayor and I did a Girl Scout tour of Town Hall, which was a lot of fun.
That was great. Thank you. None?
I have no comments.
Councilwoman Zimmerman?
I have no comment, they've all been said.
Excellent. Deputy Mayor?
I just want to commend all the chiefs and the department heads that did a really fantastic job preparing and presenting this year's budget workshop meeting. As the manager reflected on earlier, despite those continually increasing costs, like those ballooning insurance premiums and some of our contractual salary commitments, they're really, I think, establishing what is a fiscally responsible budget that will keep our community moving forward. And I look forward to the cooperation between the council, the administration, and our professionals as we work through the difficult choices that are going to go into that budget. But I think we're going to arrive at a fair budget that once again continues to prioritize recreation, public safety, downtown revitalization, and some other infrastructure needs like our DPW, sewer infrastructure, and road improvements that will really enhance the quality of life for our residents. So I look forward to that process bearing out over the coming weeks. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. I concur. And Deputy Mayor?
Motion to adjourn.
May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.